learn English through story, The Secret Kiss of the Heart. In the bustling city of Evergreen, where the skyscrapers kiss the clouds and the streets pulsed with life, lived a woman named Clara. She was a spirited 35-year-old, an ambitious marketing executive known for her sharp wit and keen insights. Clara was a woman who had always put her career first, navigating the corporate world with determination. Yet, as she rose through the ranks, she felt an unsettling emptiness creeping into her life, a yearning for something deeper that had long been buried beneath her professional aspirations. Clara's life was a whirlwind of meetings, deadlines, and presentations. She was respected by her colleagues, often leading projects that propelled her company to new heights. However, as she sat at her desk one late afternoon, staring at the bustling city below, she couldn't shake the feeling that she was missing something essential. The noise of the city drowned out her thoughts, but her heart whispered of unfulfilled desire, so longing for connection, intimacy, and love. One rainy evening, as Clara was leaving the office, she took a detour to a cozy cafe. Copyright she had often passed but then never entered. The warm light spilling from the windows and the aroma of freshly brewed coffee drew her in like a moth to a flame. Inside, the cafe. Copyright was a sanctuary of sorts, filled with the soft murmur of conversations and the clinking of cups. Clara found a quiet corner and settled in with a book, seeking solace from the chaos of her day. As she immersed herself in the pages, a familiar face entered her periphery. It was David, a colleague from her office, someone she had always respected but never truly known. David was the creative director, known for his innovative ideas and artistic flair. With tousled hair and an easy smile, he carried an air of charisma that was hard to ignore. "Hey, Clara!" he called out, his voice warm and inviting. Surprised to see him, Clara looked up, her heart fluttering slightly. "David, what are you doing here?" "Just grabbing a coffee before heading home," he said, taking a seat across from her. "Mind if I join you?" "Not at all," she replied, intrigued by the unexpected turn of events. Their conversation flowed effortlessly, filled with laughter and shared stories about work, life, and their passions. Clara found herself drawn to David's perspective on creativity and the world. As they talked, she began to see a different side of him, a depth that piqued her interest. They spent hours lost in conversation, oblivious to the time slipping away. As the cafe. Copyright began to empty, Clara felt an unexplainable connection with David. It was as if they had known each other for years, and the world around them faded into the background. She noticed the way his eyes sparkled when he spoke about his latest project and the genuine warmth in his laughter. For the first time in a long while, Clara felt a spark of excitement, an echo of the intimacy she had longed for. "Can I show you something?" David asked, a mischievous glint in his eye as he pulled out his phone. "What is it?" Clara asked, her curiosity piqued. He turned the screen toward her, revealing sketches of a mural he was designing for a local community center. "I've been working on this project for months, and I'd love to get your thoughts on it." As Clara admired his work, She felt an unexpected warmth bloom in her chest. "These are incredible, David. You have a real talent." "Thanks, that means a lot coming from you," he said, their eyes meeting for a moment that felt electric. In that fleeting instant, Clara felt her heart skip a beat, a secret kiss of emotion that sent shivers down her spine. "Maybe we could collaborate sometime," David suggested, his tone playful yet earnest. "I'd love that," Clara replied, her heart racing. "We should make it happen." As they wrapped up their evening, David walked Clara to her car. The air was crisp and fragrant with rain, and the city lights flickered like stars against the darkening sky. Clara felt a sense of connection with David that was unlike anything she had experienced before. There was an undeniable chemistry between them, and for the first time in years, she felt alive. "Can I see you again?" David asked, his voice soft, almost hesitant. "Yes," Clara breathed, her heart pounding in her chest. "I'd like that very much." As she drove home, Clara couldn't shake the thrill of the evening. The warmth of David's laughter echoed in her mind, and she found herself smiling at the thought of their connection. But beneath the excitement lurked a familiar sense of dread, a reminder of her commitments and the life she had built around her career. Clara felt torn between her newfound desires and the expectations she had imposed on herself. In the days that followed, Clara and David exchanged messages, their connection growing stronger with each interaction. They met again at the Cafe Tilde Copyright, then at a local art exhibit, where they reveled in each other's company, exploring not just art but the uncharted territory of their budding relationship. Clara felt herself opening up to David in ways she had never anticipated, sharing her dreams, her fears, and the loneliness that had accompanied her climb in the corporate world. As their relationship deepened, Clara found herself at a crossroads. She was captivated by David's passion for life and creativity, and her heart craved the intimacy he offered. Yet, she was still married to Mark, her college sweetheart, who had always been supportive but had become increasingly absorbed in his own career. They had grown apart over the years, and Clara couldn't help but feel that she was living engliah, loving someone while yearning for another. One evening, as Clara lay in bed next to Mark, staring at the ceiling, she couldn't shake the feeling of disconnection. Mark was engrossed in his phone, scrolling through emails, completely oblivious to her turmoil. Clara felt a pang of sadness wash over her. There were two ships passing in the night, and she felt trapped in a life that didn't fulfill her. The next day, Clara met David at their usual Cafe Tilde Copyright. They had shared so many dreams, laughter, and secrets, and as they talked, Clara felt the weight of her decision looming over her. "David, I need to be honest with you," she began, her voice trembling. David looked at her, concern etched on his face. "What's on your mind?" "I'm still married," she confessed, her heart racing. "I've been unhappy for a long time, but I don't want to hurt anyone." David reached across the table, taking her hand in his. "Clara, I understand, you deserve to be happy, but I don't want to put you in a difficult position." "I know," Clara said, tears welling in her eyes, "but being with you makes me feel alive in a way I haven't felt in years." "I care about you, Clara," he replied, his voice gentle. But I want you to be sure about what you want. Over the next few weeks, Clara wrestled with her feelings. Caught in a tumultuous storm of desire and guilt, she spent time with David, exploring their connection. But every moment was tainted by the knowledge of her commitment to Mark. They had shared secret kisses, stolen moments filled with passion. Yet the weight of her choices loomed like a dark cloud overhead. One evening, as Clara walked through the city, the lights twinkling like stars above her, she found herself standing outside her favorite bookstore. The smell of old books wafted through the air, and on a whim, she stepped inside, hoping to escape her turbulent thoughts. As she browsed the shelves, she stumbled upon a book of poetry that caught her eye, a collection about love, longing, and the complexities of the heart. As she flipped through the pages, she felt an overwhelming sense of clarity wash over her. The poem spoke to her soul, echoing the feelings she had been grappling with. Clara realized she had been living in fear, afraid of pursuing her own happiness. She needed to confront her life, her marriage, and her feelings for David head on. With newfound determination, Clara decided to have an honest conversation with Mark. That evening, as they sat down for dinner, she felt the familiar knot of anxiety in her stomach. Mark looked up from his plate, noticing her silence. "Everything okay, Clara? I need to talk to you about something important," she said, her voice steady. Mark set down his fork, concern flickering in his eyes. "What's wrong?" Clara took a deep breath, her heart pounding. "I've been feeling lost for a while now. Our lives have become so routine, and I think we've both changed." Mark nodded slowly. "I know things have been different. Work has been stressful for both of us. I've been seeing someone else," Clara said, her voice trembling as she spoke the words. "And I need you to understand that it's not just about the other person. I've been unhappy, and I need to figure out what I truly want." The silence that followed was deafening. Mark's expression shifted from concern to disbelief. "You're having an affair?" he asked, hurt flooding his voice. Clara felt tears prick at her eyes. "I didn't plan for this to happen, but I can't ignore my feelings anymore. I want to be honest with you about everything." Mark took a moment to process her words, his jaw tightening. "And what do you want, Clara? Do you want to be with this person?" "I don't know," she admitted, her heart aching, "but I can't keep living a lie. I need to find out what makes me happy." Mark's face fell, and Clara could see the pain etched in his features. "You've hurt me, Clara. I thought we were in this together. I never wanted to hurt you," she pleaded, her voice breaking. "But I need to explore my own desires, my own happiness." They talked late into the night, a raw and honest conversation that uncovered the cracks in the relationship. Clara realized that while Mark was a good man, they had grown apart, and their marriage had become more about comfort than passion. They both deserved more joy, more connection, and more love. As dawn broke, Clara and Mark reached a painful yet necessary understanding. They would separate, giving each other the space to rediscover themselves. It was a decision fraught with sadness, but Clara felt a weight lift off her shoulders. She was ready to embrace the uncertainty of her future. After the dust settled, Clara turned her focus toward her own healing. She dedicated herself to exploring her passions, diving deeper into her work, and allowing herself to be vulnerable. It was during this time that she truly discovered who she was beyond the roles she had played for so long. Clara also continued to see David, their connection deepening as they navigated the complexities of their budding relationship. David was supportive and patient, understanding the need for Clara to take her time. They spent evenings exploring art galleries, discussing literature, and sharing dreams of the future. With him, Clara felt a sense of freedom she hadn't experienced in years, a chance to explore love without the constraints of guilt and obligation. One evening, as they stood on a balcony overlooking the city, the sun setting in hues of orange and pink, David turned to Clara, his expression serious. "I care about you, Clara. I want to know if you're ready to take this leap with me." Clara felt her heart race, the weight of his words hanging in the air. "I am," she replied, her voice steady. "I want to explore this connection we have, but I also want to do it with honesty and intention." As they leaned in for a kiss, Clara felt the warmth of David's lips against hers, a secret kiss of the heart that ignited her soul. In that moment, she realized that she had chosen to embrace her desires, to allow herself to love freely without fear. It was a kiss that marked a new beginning, a celebration of the journey she had taken to reclaim her heart. Over the following months, Clara and David nurtured their relationship, filled with laughter, adventure, and deep conversations. Clara felt more alive than ever, her heart soaring as she allowed herself to be vulnerable and authentic. They traveled to art shows, attended concerts, and explored the beauty of their city, hand in hand. Yet, amid the joy, Clara also recognized the importance of self-love. She took time for herself, rediscovering hobbies that brought her joy, and seeking fulfillment beyond her relationship with David. Clara learned to embrace her own passions, understanding that her happiness came from within, not solely from her connection with someone else. One afternoon, as Clara sat in her favorite park, sketching the vibrant autumn leaves, she reflected on her journey. The secret kiss of the heart had transformed her life, guiding her toward a path of authenticity and self-discovery. She had faced her fears, navigated the complexities of love, and emerged stronger than ever. With each passing day, Clara felt a profound sense of gratitude for the experiences that had shaped her. She had learned that love was not just about desire, but about vulnerability, trust, and mutual growth. Clara was no longer afraid to explore the depths of her heart, for she had embraced the beauty of living fully. As the seasons changed and the world around her transformed, Clara found herself standing at the precipice of a new chapter. She had learned to cherish the secret kisses of her heart, not just those shared with others, but the ones she had given herself, at the kisses of self-acceptance, courage, and the unwavering belief that she was deserving of love in all its forms. In the end, Clara's journey had taught her that the secret kiss of the heart was a celebration of life itself, a reminder that love, in all its complexity, is worth pursuing. And as she looked toward the future, Clara felt an exhilarating sense of possibility, ready to embrace whatever came next, with an open heart and an unyielding spirit. I hope you enjoyed the story. If you enjoyed, then please like and share this video, and don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.